What do you expect to see here tonight?
Blood.
People bathing in their own blood. You know, it's a little this, a little that.
Professional wrestling it's its own unique thing. You can compare it to drama, you can compare it to cinema, TV, or whatever, but the reality is it's a combination of so many different things, because it's like a TV show with good guys and bad guys, but the difference is the story we're telling is not with words, but with actions, physically instead of verbally.
I mean, that's why wrestling's an art form. I mean, we have to remember what we do. It's just like, you know, acting. It's just like being on Broadway. You're putting on a play. You're out there doing the steps, or you're like out there dancing.
You know, it bothers me when they bash what we do. Fake or not real is not the proper term for what we do. I mean, we put our bodies on the line and do it to entertain people because we love this business.
I like when people come up to me and go, you know, I bust my ass all the time and I spend my last $10 to come watch you wrestle just so I get out of my mind for 10 minutes because this is my release for the month. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's why I do it.
We all go out there every weekend, kill ourselves for little pay, do it for small crowds, and we love it. It's almost like we're all addicted to the same drug.
I don't want to grow old and wonder, like, what if I actually would have tried?
So what type of person gets into professional wrestling?
It's a fucking mental one, apparently.
When you explain it to an outsider, it's not logical what we do.
I think my own family thinks I'm nuts at times.
Why are we insane? Have you seen what we've done?
Injuries I've sustained, I have a torn meniscus in my left knee. My ACL in my right knee is torn.
I have 4 plates and 24 pins on the inside of my face right here that'll be there permanently for the rest of my life.
I actually fractured my neck. I actually have a bump on my neck if you guys actually wanted to see that one. Right leg there.
It's such a unique world that I think people will be surprised to see how similar we all are to everything else, and yet how unique.
There's so many characters, there's so many people you meet, there's so many ups, there's so many downs, there's so many stories.
I'm an amputee, I really am. Which is another funny thing I was thinking about, because I wrestled Rick Luxury about a month ago.
I'm legally blind. I have Stargardt macular dystrophy.
It's a fucking amputee and a blind guy wrestling in the ring, and no one even thinks anything of it.
To get more than $20 is a rare occasion.
The ones on TV, I think, do make lots of money. Us sods in the Catholic gymatorium, bars, and armories, not so much, right?
If you're a wrestler on the independent circuit, chances are you have your real life world that you're living.
I actually work at a recycling center, so I sort through people's trash.
Got milk? No.
Taking care of the kids at home.
I work as an information security architect. I build systems that fight off hackers from computer networks.
I watched the big companies for so long, and then when I got into indie wrestling, it was like, wow, this is a lot different. It's a lot better.
The main reason why I tell people they should come to indie shows is that it's a much more intimate environment.
You go to an independent show, you pay 10, 15 bucks at most. You're gonna be sitting there up close and personal at most, 5 rows back.
Perhaps if you're unlucky, you'll get flicked with some sweat or blood.
Mishaps and landing on the crowd, yeah. More than I'd like to admit. I have moonsaulted onto a 6-year-old girl's lap, and I turn her back and I look down at her. She looks up and she looks shocked, and I'm like, "Are you all right?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm good."
As a wrestler, if you step in the ring with somebody you've never met, but he's a professional wrestler, you know already sacrifices he's made. You know that he's lost money and he's been beat up and he's missed time at work and he's done all that just for the privilege of getting into the ring and doing what he loves to do. If all he did was his 9-to-5 job, his life would be a lot easier. But because he loves what he does, he's there.
We're pretty much family. Once you get to know those people, it's like you just connect. That's what we are.
When you have that camaraderie with somebody, you can go in there and do anything you want to do because you know that person's going to be there for you. We call each other family and brothers, and that's exactly what we are.
We hit each other, and the next day we're shaking each other's hands. I think it's just that bond puts us closer together.
These are people I have suffered with. These are people that have been there for me when I needed them. Their being there makes me want to be there.
That's all I ever wanted to be ever since I can remember. Just caught my attention, and nothing could ever turn me away from that.
In what other world can a guy who looks like me stand in tight white little trunks and have people cheer him? I look ridiculous.
Up it. One up.